Do you know that the land as a resource is not exactly the opportunity that most of us think that it is? Right now in Africa, when we discuss land and the land question, what most of us believe the land to be is not what it is. The land is usually used for farming in Africa. So when we are thinking about the land, we're saying, okay, give us the land, let us farm. The question that I'm asking to you right now is, how many of you want to be farmers? And how many of you knows how to be farmers? And how many of you can run a farm successfully? I believe that the land may not be that opportunity that you think that it is. We need to start looking at the land question in a different way, not in the traditional way that we look at it right now. Hello, my name is John Samwani. I'm the author of the book African Culture Matters: How to Transform a Continent by Changing Mindsets. The premise of the book is that we as Africans, we need to change our narratives, and we need to change the way that we have been dealing with the issue of Africa. We've been dealing with the issue of Africa, blaming other people and not looking at exactly what is the actual reasons that we are in the situation that we are right now. We need to start introspecting and looking into ourselves and see if maybe we may be the actual problem of this continent. In this episode number 2, we will deal with the land. Usually in Africa, when we talk land, we are talking about farming. When we talk land, we are talking about they've taken the fertile land that belonged to us. We want it back so that we can live on the land and we can farm. One of the biggest challenges in farming in Africa is that we have not been farming in the correct way, especially when you look at our present predicament, whereby the rain seasons and the rain patterns have not been that predictable. So you realize that if you are a farmer and you are in Africa, by and large, you are not doing very well unless if you are irrigating. And we have not been irrigating that much. So when we give you a farmer and we give you when we give you a land and we give you a farm, and then we just let you go there, chances are that you start starving because the rain has not been coming in the manner that it used to. The land of Africa has been experiencing perennial droughts. Those droughts have been making our traditional ways of farming to be unproductive. I believe that if we are going to take the land, then we have to be smart about it. Let's take the land in a way that empowers those whom we are giving the land. Otherwise, let's not give them the land. If a person wants to be a farmer, if you want to be a farmer, then you should be prepared to steward that land that you get. If you are not prepared, if you are not educated in the art of farming, you will not prosper, and that land will become a source of problems for you. I believe that there are new ways of farming that we should start thinking about. We should start thinking about aquaponics, which is the cultivation of crops in conjunction with the raising of fish. In aquaponics, we can use a small amount of land and be able to produce multiples of what that tract of land would produce. Why? Because using this technology of aquaponics, you can produce actually more for less. And you may also use the less fertilizers. You don't need fertilizers. You don't need some of the hard work that is involved in the cultivation of the land because of this new technology. So when we cry for the land, maybe we don't need that much land for starters. Maybe we need enough land to start an aquaponics farm, or maybe there is also a hydroponic farm. Start small like that. Learn the ins and outs of agriculture. Learn about the markets. Learn about the insurance in agriculture. All those things a black person has to learn before they take a farm. Because when they take a farm, because before they learn that farm will be a source of problems to them. There's an opportunity in agri-processing that we need to also to think about. Most of the times when we in Africa think about land, we're thinking about just farming, but we can do agri-processing. So I'm saying, instead of selling corn, why don't you sell cornflakes? Why don't you process whatever your neighbors are producing into a more valuable product? That's another way to deal with this issue. Instead of selling all our grain to other companies, white companies that will process this for us and make more money, why don't we do the processing ourselves? We can do that. We should stop this thing of just being producers of primary products. We should start now producing secondary products. We should now start leveraging on the advantage that we have. Yes, we can have the land, but what do we do with the land? Do we just farm? I beg to differ. We should use the land in a better and more smarter way. We should train would-be farmers. We should go to the youth. They are easy to train sometimes than the adults. Train them. Show them that this can be actually a smarter way of making money. There is an opportunity in agriculture, yes, but I believe that there is a better opportunity in agri-processing. That's where the money is. That's where the value addition is taking place. African child, think again. Do you want the land to farm? Are you ready for the land? Are you going to be a better steward of the land than the person that was there? Think smart. Be prepared before we take that land. It will bring peace in your life, and it will reduce the pain of owning something that you cannot use. Thank you very much. Please like this video, like this podcast, leave a comment. Let's start a conversation. May you like this channel so that next time when we release another video, you will be able to get a notification. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.